Okay, hello everyone, guys. Hello everyone. Good morning. How are you all? Good morning, everyone. Good morning, guys. Just please comment once about the audio and video of the class. Is everything is working good, working fine? Hi, guys. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Everything is clear, working fine. Okay, so today we are going to start Unit 28 for PPB. This is PPB Module B, Unit 28, that is non-performing assets or stressed assets. Okay, so we are going to discuss about this topic in today's session. Okay, so first of all, let us discuss about what is a non-performing asset. Let us discuss about the thing what is known as non-performing asset. So non-performing asset, an asset which actually ceases to generate income. Non-performing asset means any assets which actually ceases to generate income. Okay, because you know that when a bank is giving loan to a debtor, right, to any customer, to any debtor, when a bank is giving loan to a debtor, then this loan is actually considered as the this loan is actually considered as the assets for the bank because they actually earn income from this loan, and this actually considered as a liability for a debtor. So non-performing asset is said that any those income or any those assets of the bank which actually ceases to generate income, which actually does what? Ceases to generate income, then it is known as what? Then it is known as non-performing asset. Okay. Now, non-performing asset has different categories. If we talk about the non-performing asset, non-performing asset has different category. First of all, the interest or installment of the principal which remains overdue for a period of more than 90 days. So if you have any principal amount pending, if you have any EMI pending, if you have any principal or if you have any EMI which is pending for a period of more than 90 days in respect of a term loan, then it is considered as non-performing asset. Then it is considered as what? Non-performing asset. Second, when your account remain out of order in respect to overdraft or cash facility. Now, what is this out of draft means? Out of order means. So, out of order means, first of all, when you have any cash credit or overdraft facility from the bank, right? But it is out of order when outstanding balance is excess of the sanction or drawing limit. For example, you have 1 lakh as a sanction limit, as a cash credit limit or overdraft limit which is given to you, right? But you have withdrawn more than your sanction limit. You have withdrawn 2 lakh rupees, right? So this is withdrawn is actually more than your sanction limit, and this is continuously for a period of 90 days. For example, you have withdrawn uh, excess over and above, you can say you withdraws over and above your sanction limit today, but you have submitted some money and just make it balance, okay, tomorrow, then it is not considered as out of order. Okay, right? So when there is cash credit and overdraft facilities and the account which is remain out of order. Clear? So out of order means when in excess, if we talk about in excess thing, so in excess means what? In excess means your account, you have withdrawn more than your sanction limit. Okay, this withdrawal is actually continued for a period of more than 90 days, right? Next, outstanding balance is actually less than your sanction limit. The outstanding balance is actually less than your sanction limit, but there are no credits that allow continuously for a period of 90 days. Second case is when you have, for example, 1 lakh as your withdrawal limit, but you have withdrawn only 80,000, but you haven't credited any money continuously for a period of 90 days, right? Or even if you have credited something, it is not enough to cover the debt for the previous 90 days, or it is not enough to cover the interest for the 90 days, then it is known as out of order status, right? So, first of all, a non-performing asset is any asset or any interest or installment which is pending for a period of more than 90 days, right? Second, if you have any EMI or if you have any account which is out of order status, okay, it is out of order status in respect of overdraft and cash credit, right? Third, the bills which remain overdue for a period of more than 90 days, the bills which actually remains overdue for a period of more than 90 days in case of bill purchase and discounting. Third, the installment of the principal or the interest which remain overdue for two crop season. The installment of the principal or the interest, it remains actually overdue for two crop season, or the installment of the principal which remains overdue for one crop season. So if we talk about the short duration crop is the crop which is actually less than 1 year, right? And long duration crop, it is actually more than 1 year. Long duration crop is actually more than 1 year. Okay. So if we talk about the installment or the principal amount, it remains overdue for two crop season. Two crop season, one crop season is harvesting plus plantation, right? So you have missed two complete crop season for a short duration crop. You have missed one complete crop season for a long duration crop, then it is considered as what? Then it is considered as the non-performing asset. Okay, so non-performing asset, these are the points which you have to remember in a non-performing asset. Plus, what is out of order status? This is very important for all of you, right? What is out of order status? This you have to remember. Clear? So we talk about the formulas related to what? Formulas related to non-performing assets. See, this is important. This can be asked in your examination, formulas, right? So first of all, if we talk about the gross advances is equals to as standard assets plus gross NPA, right? So gross advances is what? Standard asset plus the gross non-performing asset. It is known as gross advances. Gross NPA as a percentage of gross advances, it means that gross NPA divided by gross advances into 100%. So gross NPA divided by gross advances into what? Into 100%. Clear? Third, if we talk about the net advances, net advances is gross advances minus deduction. Okay, so net advances is equals to what? Net advances is equals to gross advances minus deduction, right? Net NPA, if we talk about the net NPA, it is gross NPA minus deduction, that is known as net NPA. Net NPA as a percentage of net advance. Now it is what? Net NPA as a percentage of net advances means net NPA divided by net advances into 100. So this is known as net NPA as a percentage of net advances. Clear? When we are talking about the asset classification, assets are classified into three parts. When we are talking about the asset classification, so assets are classified into three parts. Substandard, doubtful, and loss asset. Assets are classified into three parts. There is a substandard asset, there is a doubtful assets, and there are loss assets, right? So substandard assets are what? When your amount is overdue for a period of more than 90 days, less than 1 year. Okay? From the date of repayment till the period of 90 days, if it is not paid, then it is non-performing asset, right? Now, if it exceeds 90 days, but it remains overdue for a period of 12 months, or you can say less than 12 months means 1 year, less than 1 year, then it is what? Then it is the standard, substandard assets, right? Now, it remains overdue for a period of more than 12 months, right? more than 12 months, then it is known as what? Then it is known as doubtful assets, right? Now, it remains overdue for more than 12 months. It remains overdue for more than 12 months, then it is doubtful asset. Now, if the loss has been identified, means the bank now see that okay, there is something wrong, something default happened, right? And now the loss has been identified. Okay, then bank thinks that now it is uncollectible. Then that asset is actually termed to be as loss asset. Then is asset considered to be as what? Loss asset. Provisioning is done in the case of different type of asset. Now, what is provisioning? First of all, provisioning is bank actually set aside a certain percentage of their profit for what? A certain percentage of their profit for what? For the recovery of NPA. Okay, always a bank set aside certain percentage of their from their profit and loss, or from their profit, cover the non-performing asset. That is known as provisioning. And provisioning is done in the case of loss asset, substandard, and doubtful asset. And there are different percentage of provisioning that need to be done. If we talk about the loss asset, in the case of loss asset, 100% provisioning is to be done by the bank, right? Now, in the case of doubtful asset, doubtful asset, 100% provisioning is done when the realizable value is not enough to cover the advances. It means that bank has received some collateral, and if the counterparty default, bank actually sold that collateral in the market and recovered some value. That value is known as the realizable value. Now, for example, your debt is of 1 lakh, but realizable value is only 90,000, right? So you have 10,000 which is uncovered by the realizable value of that collateral. So in 10,000, you have to keep total 100% as in provisioning, right? Now, secured portion means this 90,000, you have to keep 25% from to 100%. So in this secured portion, there is a variation. You can keep from 25 to 100% as provisioning, right? So if we talk about the provisioning in 1 year, if up to 1 year, 25% provisioning is to be kept. From 1 to 3 years, 40% provisioning is to be done, and for more than 3 years, 100% provisioning is okay. Next, if we talk about the substandard asset, so in case of substandard asset, when amount remains overdue for more than 90 days but less than 1 year, 15% general provisioning is done. Now, 15% is the general provisioning that you have to do. Okay, then 10% extra 10%, what extra 10% for the secured portion, which is total of 25%. Extra 10% for the unsecured portion, total of 25%, right? Infrastructure project, 20%, okay, and 20%, uh, 20% provisioning is to be kept for infrastructure provisioning, right? Now, if there is an unsecured portion means which is not covered by the collateral, means collateral are not enough, which is not covered by the collateral, then it is known as unsecured exposure, right? So if we talk about the unsecured exposure, so in unsecured exposure, there is a doubtful asset. Now, in doubtful asset, 100% provisioning is to be done. Okay, standard assets, in the standard assets, 0.25 provisioning is done for farm credit, 1% provisioning is done for commercial real estate sectors, and 0.75% provisioning is done for commercial real estate, that is residential housing sectors. So these are the provisioning, right? Now, very important thing. If you are a large borrower, okay. So if you are a large borrower, right? Large borrowers are who? Large borrowers are those where the aggregate exposure is over and above 5 crore. Okay, so if the aggregate exposure is over and above 5 crore, then they are known as the large borrower, right? So in case of large borrower, always remember bank has to send the reports to CRILIC, Central CRILIC, if you have an aggregate exposure of 5 crore and above. This report is sent on a monthly basis, and why this report has been sent, so as uh, the proper, there should be a proper guidance and there should be a proper monitoring on the accounts of the large borrower. There should be a proper monitoring on the accounts of the large borrower. Okay. Now, restructuring. What is restructuring? First of all, restructuring means it is an act in which a lender, for some economic and legal reason, due to the financial difficulty of the borrower, try to give some concession, known as what? Then it is known as a restructuring. So restructuring, what? Restructuring, for example, they involve modifications of terms of advances and securities, etc. Right? So restructuring is what? Restructuring is simple when in an act when a lender tries to give some concession, either they reduce the loan amount, or they reduce the payment period, or they reduce the amount of installment. So in some ways they try to give concession, okay, to the borrower due to the difficulty, financial difficulty of the borrower. Then it is known as what? Then it is known as restructuring. Okay, so restructuring, again, a very important thing. Last thing is the updated provisioning, which you have to learn, which is very important. Remember this updated provisioning. First of all, in case of substandard, which is a secured portion, if you have this NPA up to 6 months, then there is no change in the provisioning, means you have to maintain 15% provisioning. If it is from 6 months to 1 year, now the provisioning has been increased to 25. Okay, 25%. If it is a substandard up to 6 months, there is a 25% provisioning. From 6 to 1 year, there is a 40% provisioning. If there is a doubtful asset for the second year, you have to maintain 40% provisioning for the secured and 100% provisioning for unsecured portion. If it is in third or fourth year, you have to maintain 100% provisioning for both secured and unsecured portion. And if it's fifth year onwards, then obviously you have to maintain 100% provisioning for both secured and unsecured. Clear? So these are the revised provisioning which you have to learn. Okay, so these were the older one and these were the revised provisioning. Now I have given you some of the important things related to the non-performing asset. Now, if you want to learn this complete chapter, if you want to learn this whole chapter, this complete chapter, so these are the running batches in the Oliveboard app. If you talk about the running batches, we have the Foundation 2.0 batch in both the medium. We have the normal foundation batch. We have AFM batch. We have RBWM batch. We have IEIFS batches, PPB batches in both the medium. We have TBF selection batch and upcoming batches. If we talk about the upcoming batches, we have upcoming MCQs practice batch. We have the crackers batch, which are upcoming. We have the crash batch, which is coming, capsule batch. So these are the all batches which are lined up. Okay, so if you want get access of each and every batch, you can just buy this JIP Super Elite all-in-one subscription, in which you will get the access of all the batches which are starting. For example, if you are purchasing this plan for a period of 12 months, for the complete 12 month, you are getting access of all the batches which are starting. You will get the mock test, you will get the notes, everything under one roof. Okay, you will get the test with AI analysis also. You will get the case study, numerical based test. Everything will be covered under all in one plan, right? And currently, there is a very good discount that is going on the GIB Super Elite all-in-one subscription. If you are going to use this code Happy New Year, if you are going to use this code Happy New Year, HNY, just use this code HNY. You will get a flat 52% off on the GIB and CIB plans, and this is the maximum discount you are getting because it is an end year sale. So you will get a maximum 52% off in the GIB and CIB Super Elite all-in-one subscription. So kindly enroll yourself in this GIB Super Elite plan. This offer ends on 2nd of January. So if you are planning to buy, just please buy before that. Just please buy before that. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. for joining this session. I hope that you have all understood this session. If you have understood this session, just please like and share the video to the maximum you can. Okay, just please try to like and share the video maximum you can. Okay, and if you haven't subscribed this channel yet, guys, it is a request that please subscribe this channel and press the bell notification icon. Okay, so it means a lot. So because this channel is new and this channel is started for all of you guys who are comfortable in English medium, so kindly just enroll in this channel. Okay, just please try to subscribe and press the bell notification icon. So if you are pressing the bell notification icon, you will be notified whenever there is any new classes that is starting on this channel. So thank you so much everyone. Thank you. Till then, take care. Then meet you in the next class. Take care everyone. Bye bye guys. Take care. Bye everyone. Take care.